That's really pretty. Oh, compliment for my teenage daughter. Gonna be a good show. You're getting really good on the.
Okay.
They can be excited to know one time, so they can lie. Hoping they're just every level their things up.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's racing show is sponsored by uh, RearviewFamily.com auto sales. Go hit them up for all your auto sales needs. Tonight on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show, #1 on YouTube, we have with us Phoenyx Kimball. Welcome to the show, Phoenyx.
Thank you for having me.
Let's talk about your racing career, Phoenyx. How did you get started in this sport?
So when I was 7, my parents actually forced me and all my siblings to get into go-karts. It was just like a little indoor go-karting league that they had going on. So, I raced go-karts every Sunday, and then after I went from go-karts, I jumped into a Bandolero. I did that for 2 years, and then I jumped into the legend car and now the late model.
Okay, so how much were you when you got behind the wheel for the first time? Were you the least bit scared at all when you got behind the wheel?
So with starting in go-karts when I was 7, I was horrible. I did not want to do it. I was really slow. I was scared. Um, but I grew to love it, got into the bando, and I was not scared at all. I was just hit full send. That's
Okay,
really it, yeah.
so okay, Phoenix, how much success have you had as a race car driver?
I've had a lot of success in each class I've raced in. I've done a lot of things. I've got a bunch of wins under my belt. I go to a bunch of events. I get invited to events. And I'm able to travel now because of it and support some of my sponsors and go places with them too as well. So there's a lot of success that goes on. But I'm looking forward to the future for sure.
All right. So when you win races, Phoenix, how do you celebrate your victories?
What was that again? Sorry.
What when you win races, how do you celebrate your victories?
Um, It's just like a victory lane celebration. There's one time I went to like Waffle House after, but majority of the time after I win, I'm just really tired. Obviously, I'm really excited, but I'm also really tired. I go home and then the next morning I'm happy as can be because I just won the race that night. So, we don't do anything super special about winning races. Maybe if I won like a super huge late model race, I'd go and do something after that. But right now, I just had the victory lane celebration and just, yeah, that's really the victory lane celebration.
So out of all the victories you've won in your racing career, what has to be your most favorite victory so far?
Um, that's a hard. Maybe I would probably say my first ever career win in a bandolero. That was pretty memorable. I won that in Auburndale, Florida for Winter Nationals. That's really fun. But I think for everybody, it'd probably be their first career win ever. I would say that's mine. Or winning a race after having to start at the rear. That feels pretty good too. But for me, definitely my first career win.
Okay. What's an awesome day at the racetrack look like for you?
Um, that's a hard question. Um, I race at Wake County Speedway, so gates open at around, I want to say like 10. We have practice from 12 to 4, then we have a 2-hour break, and then we go into the drivers meeting, and then we do the 2 rounds of practice qualifying, and then we jump right into the race. So you're at the racetrack all day long, but it's really fun. It's worth it. Um, but Friday nights are my favorite for sure.
Okay, what's an awesome day at the race shop look like for you?
Oh, the race shop?
Yes.
Um, Honestly, I'm not at the race shop too often. Sorry, I thought you said racetrack. I'm not at the race shop too often. My dad goes there a little bit, but we pay a guy named Alex Fleming. He takes care of my race car. Him, Alex Fleming, Donnie, um my spotter Josh, they all work on my race car, but the only time I really go into the shop is if we're trying to do like a fitting for my seat or trying to get the pedals right, small stuff like that.
Okay. So, um, what is the story behind your racing number? Where did that come from?
Okay, so before I even started racing, my parents were obsessed with Dale. Um, Loved the 88. They loved him. I was going to the racetracks the day I was born. I was going to racetrack from racetrack, watching NASCAR races. And as soon as my parents put me in a bando, they're like, you have to do 88. So I chose 88 and I've stuck with it ever since. So that's how that number came to be.
Okay. Who do you have for sponsors on your racing team?
Um, there's a lot of sponsors. I have Twisted Scissors, Rush Hour Karting, Key Point Media, Dylan Graham Photography, Nathan's Photography. We have Medical Edge Day Spa, NC Illuminations, um, NCAA Association. We have Nopi, um, and we have a bunch of other people. Everyone helps out in some sort of way. So I really can't just sit there and name everyone because even all my fans help me do what I do today.
Okay. Are you presently looking for more sponsors?
Um, of course, I'm looking for sponsors all the time, every day. Obviously, for the 2026 season, I want to be able to branch out to other tracks and not just stay at Wake County or Southern National. But in order to do that, I have to get a bunch of sponsorships, mainly like monetary sponsorships. So I'm always looking for sponsorships for sure. I'm actually about to head to Indianapolis tomorrow for the PRI show to hopefully network with people and gain some more sponsorships.
How does one get a hold of you to sponsor you?
So oftentimes the people that have sponsored me find me through social media. They'll send me a DM or they will find my email and email us and then we'll send them over like a racing deck and they'll have all the information there from us too.
Okay. So, what is your racing page?
What is my racing page like on Facebook?
Yes, yes.
Phoenix Kimball 88 Racing.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to reach out to Phoenix to learn more about her racing career or sponsor, reach out to Phoenix Kimball 88 Racing on Facebook.
Yes.
So, so Phoenix, okay. Who's your racing hero?
My racing hero, honestly, I don't really have one. Um, Obviously, I would probably say Dale, of course, because my number came from him. Um, there's lots of good racers out there that I like, but um, I don't really have a racing hero. My hero is my dad. My dad does everything for me, and he's the one that got me here today. So,
Okay. Do you have a racing nickname?
um, not at other tracks. Wake County, they call me they say Carrie Phenom Phoenix Kimball, I think is what it is. Um, but I don't really think that's like stuck to me, but that's what they call me on the streams and stuff. Um, but yeah.
Okay. So Phoenix, who's on your racing crew?
Who's on what? Sorry.
Who's all on your racing crew?
Crew. Um, my family, like my dad. We have Alex Fleming. I race for Alex Fleming Motorsports, so he does everything, like all the setup stuff for me. We have Donnie. He also helps. We have my spotter Josh. We have Brady sometimes does tires. Um, but that's mainly it. Everyone tries to help out as much as they can.
Okay. So Phoenix, what is your home race track?
My home racetrack?
Yes.
So it's Wake County Speedway. It's in Raleigh, more specifically in a small town called Garner, North Carolina. But it's like 10 minutes away from my house. The late model season starts in April and ends in October.
Okay. So what is your most favorite racetrack you've ever raced on?
That's a hard question. I want to say Wake County because I race there all the time and I get kind of used to it. I have it kind of down and packed. But I've raced at a lot of cool places. The most known place that's kind of cool, it does tend to be a wreck fest. I would have to say is Charlotte. But there's some fun tracks in Florida too as well. But yeah.
Okay. Are you pretty good about reading the racetrack?
Reading a racetrack?
Yep. Yes.
Um, yeah, I oval it's pretty easy. Road course obviously that's a little bit harder if I were to go race a road course. But after like 2 runs, I kind of have it down. I kind of know what I'm doing, but it obviously just takes practice.
Okay. So what are your future goals as a race car driver?
Obviously, I would love to make it as far as I can, like NASCAR, but financially, it's we can't really support that, which is finding sponsors. That's when that comes in handy. But I'd have to say trying to make it to NASCAR.
Would you ever consider running an IndyCar?
It would be really cool. I'm open to doing anything. I love trying new things. I love the learning curves with things. So I 100%. If I had the opportunity to hop in an IndyCar right now, I'd 100% take it.
Okay. So, Phoenix. All right. So when you're strapped in your race car, getting ready to go on the racetrack, what helps get you psyched up and motivated to go out and do this?
Um, I just think about what it would feel like to win. Um, that gets me like hyped up. But honestly, when I'm strapped in and I'm in the race car, all my feelings go away, all my thoughts go away, and it's just silent and it's just me in the steering wheel and what's ahead of me.
Okay. So what's the best piece of advice you've gotten as a race car driver?
Um, Never give up, 100%, because there's ups and downs, and the downs are really bad. It does suck sometimes. Um, you're having to hear all these opinions from other people, and it sucks, but eventually you get used to it. And it only makes you better. So you can't just listen to one person that says one negative thing about you. Just don't let it tear you down. Don't give up.
Okay. What kind of advice would you give a new race car driver?
Don't be scared to try new things. Don't be scared to hit the gas. I do feel like lots of younger kids are kind of scared of like wrecking or tearing up their car, but that's only how you learn.
All right. What's your favorite thing about being a race car driver?
I love going fast. But I also do love being able to promote my home track and being able to promote the woman in the motorsports industry.
Okay. Do you have any races you're looking forward to racing in coming up?
Um, I am just ready for the Wake County season to start again. It is nice to get a little break, but I do know for sure I'm going to be racing the whole Wake County season. I'm not sure about the other tracks yet. We haven't figured that out 100%, but I'm sure if we do hit other tracks, I'll be excited about those.
Okay. Um, are you planning on running like the snowball derby eventually?
Obviously, I would love to, but again, financially, we just can't support it. We need the sponsors for that, but I think everyone would love to run the Derby for sure.
Okay. So Phoenix, who are some of your friends at the racetrack?
Who are some of my friends? Let's see. I would have to so my dad owned like a little race team with my teammate's dad as well, and one of his little bando drivers is named Paxton, and he has a sister. She's like my racetrack best friend. Um, but I don't know. I'm kind of friendly to everybody at the racetrack. Um, yeah.
Okay. So so Phoenix, okay. You like to do for fun outside the racetrack?
So I'm very adventurous. I love going out and doing new things. I love snowboarding. It's actually snowboard season right now, so I'm looking forward to go snowboarding. I love going to the beach. I love the outdoors, like ATV riding. That's really fun too. Just traveling.
Okay. So Phoenix, okay. For some of the, have you ever met a bunch of professional race car drivers before?
I have. There's been a few that I've met. I've gone to NASCAR races my whole life, so there's been quite a few that I've met, yes.
Who are some of your favorites that you've met?
Um, there's actually this girl. Her name's Tony Bridinger, I think is how you say her last name. Last
Mm.
name. She's the sweetest girl ever. She's by far my favorite female racer that I've ever met. So sweet.
Okay, very cool. So, okay, Phoenix. All right. So at this portion of the racing show, I'd like to turn the mic over to my guest. If you have a couple of questions you can ask me, you can ask me a couple of questions.
Okay. Um, how long have you been doing this podcast for?
I've been doing it since 2018.
Oh, wow. Wow. Um, gosh, I wish I had a bunch of questions like ready for me to ask. Um, who's like the biggest person you've had on here?
I'm okay now. Okay, we're gonna go a little bit. Okay, um, okay, now coming from like Indy cars, I've had Oliver and Sebastian Weldon. Their dad was Dan Weldon, the two-time Indianapolis 500 champion.
Okay, that's cool.
And then I've also had Ernie Irvin, the NASCAR driver, on here.
Okay, that's awesome.
And I've had Shane Meal on here. He was a NASCAR Busch Series driver.
Okay.
And coming up, I've got Danny the Dude Lasowski coming on too, eventually.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's awesome. That's amazing.
yeah.
How often do you do the live stream?
7 nights a week, a lot of times.
Okay, so
Yeah,
it's random,
yeah,
kind of.
yeah, yes,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. So, is there anybody else you'd like to thank you for helping you get this far through your racing career?
Um, my biggest thanks could go out to my parents. They do everything for me. They pour their heart and soul into my racing career. My dad actually quit his mechanical job to help me race, and he's helped me be who I am today for sure. But I couldn't have thanked anybody enough, really. Even the guys that helped me get started into racing, like the Bando, Dylan Spain, he coached me into being a good driver in the Bando and the legend car, and now Alex Fleming in the late model, but really my parents for sure.
Okay. Do you have any crazy racing stories you'd like to share with us?
Any crazy racing stories?
Oh, yes.
Um, I flipped at Charlotte Motor Speedway one time. I barrel rolled down the front stretch. I was intentionally taken out by another driver. I don't know exactly why. I just think he didn't like the fact that I was a girl and I was beating him. But he did intentionally take me out. There's been a few times where I've been intentionally taken out and then I had to restart to the back and drive to the front and win the race. That's the best feeling in the world too, for sure. Um, I would have to say those.
Okay. Well, Phoenix, I would like to thank you for being on our racing show tonight. Talk to
Of
us about your
course.
racing career. Talk to us about your racing career, getting to know you a little bit better. I will have you step out and I will give you a call and thank you in just a little bit, okay?
Okay, thank you. Of course. Thank you for
Thank
having me on here.
Not a problem. Thank you.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Phoenix Kimball on our racing show tonight. So go hit up Phoenix Kimball 88 Racing on Facebook if you would like to get to know Phoenix better or sponsor her. Or if you'd like to sponsor our racing show or be on our racing show, feel free to call us or text us at 712-209-713, or you can email us at jjnolan151@gmail.com. Have a good night, everybody.